Everyone, Waseem here again for another review. Today I'm going to do a first impressions of a house I don't think has ever been covered on YouTube. And to be honest, when I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of oud houses that people don't cover on YouTube, and I'm usually one of the first few people, or or the first person to cover an oud house. So this oud house is called Jungle Oud. They have a website called jungleoud.com, and I believe it's a house that's set up here in the UK, so shipping would be from the UK, for which for me is excellent because I live in the UK, and a lot of these oud companies are from other regions, and the shipping can take ages to come to the UK, and you have to pay a lot for DHL, and just shipping in general is very expensive. So I'm really glad that there's an oud house here in the UK. So this is jungleoud.com. So the brother called Akmal, he contacted me on Instagram. We were speaking. He just contacted me and said he loved my reviews, and he was just very complimentary about my videos. So I just want to say thank you to Akmal. And Akmal sent me a lot of oud packages. I think there's probably about, I don't know, 15 different oils that he sent me. So he sent me some pure oud oils, some rose oil. He's even sent me some resins, some frankincense as well. So thank you very much, Akmal. He sent me this a few weeks ago, and then I was about to do a video, and then I caught the flu, and I had the flu for about 2 weeks, and the cough I'm still recovering from. So unfortunately, this video, it took longer than expected, same as the time when Oud Bar sent me some oud oils and I caught COVID and my sense of smell changed. So they sent me, Oud Bar sent me some oils, I think in the summer, months and months ago, and only recorded the video recently. So yeah, very, very sorry about the lack of videos, but it is what it is. So I'm going to do a first impressions of one of their oud oils. This one is called Hind Kalakasi. So it's a Hindi oil, and I love my Hindi oud. And this one is from so it's a Hindi oil, so it's from India, and it's from the region of Manipur. So Manipur is like close to Assam. It's quite north of borders close to Bangladesh. Apologies about my cough. So you know what, I'm gonna have a little bit of water to help my cough. So super excited. I love my Hindi oils. So I'm gonna do a first impressions of this oil. One thing I can see from this oil, that it's not as thick as some other oils. And from my experience and what other people have also said, is when an oil is quite thick, its performance is not as good as when an oil where the oil is not as thick and is quite watery, is somehow for some reason has more of a strong performance. I'm not sure how that works, but I tend to like some watery oud because it's easier to apply. So let's give this a first impressions. Just gonna get some oud here. That's quite a lot of oud actually. Don't need too much. I'm just gonna apply some on my knuckle here. So first impressions of Hindi Kalakasi. This is like an oud oil that I've typically tried in the past from Bangladesh. So it has sort of a Bengali oud sort of vibe. Apologies. So what I'm picking up here is a lot of spices, a lot of warm spices. Think of you're walking into like a spiced bazaar. So maybe a bazaar in maybe Istanbul, a bazaar in maybe Morocco, a bazaar in Pakistan, India, in Persia, in the Middle East. You're walking in this bazaar, in a spice bazaar, and then you've got sellers in these bazaars, in these souks that are selling spices, and you're just walking through. This oil has sort of transported me back to centuries back, and I'm just imagining myself, I'm wearing a turban, a nice thobe, and I'm walking through this spice bazaar. It's super hot day, and that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up. I was expecting this Hind Kalakasi, this oil, to be very, very pungent, to have sort of a barney sort of feel, but it's not the case at all. This is quite a relatively very clean oil, actually. Very, very smooth. Some Hindi oils have like a hay sort of feel. I don't really get a massive hay from this. I get some bright juiciness, but spiciness, and there's a beautiful sort of woodiness to this. Imagine the colours that I sort of get are orange and amber and yellow. That's the sort of colours that come to my mind when I'm smelling this. And very, very sweet. That's one thing. This is super sweet and super spicy, and very, very smooth. It doesn't have a massive, like a leathery feel as well, like some Hindis get. This I feel like this is relatively safe to wear around other people as well, and I tend to get a lot of negative criticisms by people around me when I wear my Hindi oils. But I don't think I'll get that case with this one. This Hind Kalakasi from Manipur is very, very clean smelling. It started off quite spicy, so I got that spice bazaar feel, but now that it's settling a little bit on my skin here, it started to become very, very smooth and very, very sweet. I can't really pinpoint what that sweetness is, but it comes off very, very like sweet, watery, like sugary water. That's the sort of smell that I'm getting. It's a nice sugary water sort of smell now. But yeah, that's my first impressions of Hind Kalakasi from Jungle Oud. I was really expecting a really powerful, pungent, quite a barney, strong hay, slightly fecal oud. I didn't get any of that. This is quite a very, very clean Hindi oil. Very, very fruity and sweet and smooth now. It started off with the nice spiciness, but it's nice and calmed down now, like a smooth, sugary water sort of smoothness, a little bit of woodiness. It's not like a Nugent oil. It's definitely not a Nugent oil where it has that syrupy, sweet, honeyed sort of feel. I don't get that. But there is a gentle smoothness, and there's got a little bit of a backbone, as some Hindi ouds have, but there's no barney aspect. There's no hay. I don't pick up any hay, and there's no real leather that I pick up in some Hindi oils. Just a nice, smooth, sweet, warm sort of oud, especially really good in this winter sort of weather. Here in the UK, it's quite cold. This would be a really nice oud to wear, nice and smooth, and warms you up sort of smell. Very high quality, it seems. Not bad, not pungent, no bad sort of notes at all. So I believe this has been distilled very, very well. Very, very, very clean. So if you're looking for a clean, nice Hindi oud that starts off quite spicy and then goes into nice, smooth sweetness, then this one might be it. Like, even if I wore this to the office, I don't think people will look at me weirdly, because it's not giving me any bad odours. So that's Hind Kalakasi from the House of Jungle Oud. I believe they're doing a sample pack for £85. I think that's a steal. That'll be a great way to just try their oud oils and their other oils as well. They do attar as well and rose oil. And if you're willing to pick up some agarwood oil or resins or frankincense, then they sell that too. So that's my first impressions of Hind Kalakasi from the House of Jungle Oud. Guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.